Party time. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy big 2021.
2021.
Big boy 2021.
2020, we're burying her in the dirt.
She's dead to us.
Rest in peace.
Who were we talking about? I don't know her. Anyways.
Oh.
So, this is how to grab 2021 big boy by its little baby bitch balls.
Yep.
Make it your year.
How do we do that, you ask? How do we grab 2021 by its baby bitch balls?
I'll tell you.
Conquer your fears, baby doll.
Leave the things that brought you down in 2020.
People.
Bad mindsets. Low productivity. For things that you want to do.
Bad habits. Leave that in the past.
Yeah, say goodbye.
Put it in a little box, pack it away, bury it underground, put a little tombstone, put a little flower, and say
a
goodbye.
Prayer, say goodbye. Viviana, Angelina, how do we do that? I don't know where to start.
Don't worry, we got you.
I have examples. My life isn't perfect.
Okay, we want to talk about some fears that we have. Ooh. Scary, scary fears. What are your fears?
Well, some things that I was afraid
Wait.
of.
You got any resolutions?
Oh, resolutions. Stop second guessing myself.
Okay.
That's not fun. And start speaking my truth.
Amen, sister.
And no, it sounds like so simple and so dumb, but there's a lot of things that people say to me, whether it makes me uncomfortable or upset or whatever, and I just let it slide to comfort the other person because I don't want to make them feel bad for saying this thing. Because sometimes people say things by accident. You know, they don't mean to offend you. But I need to start speaking my mind and saying what I want. I don't say what I want enough.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Thank you.
Are you going to ask me what's mine or?
How about you?
Oh, me. Okay. Yeah, I have some New Year's resolutions.
Okay, what are they?
Okay, my biggest one is to reflect before I react. When it comes to scenarios, I feel like when something happens, I just react right away and I don't really assess the situation, and I really want to work on assessing a situation and reflecting on something before I react to it.
Got 'em.
Also, I don't want to I want to watch what I say. I want to be mindful with what I say.
Oh, okay.
You know? Like,
Yeah.
I feel, because...
Be less, no filter.
Yeah. Put the filter on a little bit for me, I think. Because if you guys don't know, here at home, me and Angie, we love to make fun of people. You can't lie. We do. We make fun of people all the time. Every time we get together, we make fun of people. And I want to do that less. Or at least, I just don't want to do that all the time.
Let's preface something. I would not say that me and Viviana are mean girls.
No.
We don't attack people. We're not feeding off of this negative energy of bashing on other people.
Yeah, we don't bash other people to make ourselves feel better.
And we don't talk about things they can't control, of course.
Yeah.
We talk about, an example would be like work ethic, or we pride ourselves in our work ethic.
Yeah.
So that's a little thing that we would
make fun of somebody if they were to just be like,
lacking in that.
yeah. Like, haha.
Which is not good. I'm not saying this is a good thing, not a good quality to have, but let's be honest.
Everyone does it. Everyone
Yeah,
makes
let's stop
fun of
acting
people.
like we're all perfect.
Yeah.
We all make fun of people.
I just want to work on kind of being more mindful of what I say.
Yeah. Just observe
Listen,
more.
observe more. Yeah. Because you can observe something and you don't... I feel like every time I watch something or I see something or I talk to someone, I have something to say about it. It's always an opinion that I have, whether it's good or bad. And sometimes my opinions aren't necessary to say out loud or to even think.
I guess a way to narrow it down or make it more simple is try to be more objective. Think more objectively instead of subjectively. Because subjective is more opinion-based.
Oh, yeah. That's what I want to do. I want to reflect before I react. And I want to listen more. I don't always have to say something. You know, I feel like everybody always thinks they have to say something about something. You don't always have to do that.
That's true.
Those are my New Year's resolutions.
But what I do notice is, I bet probably for you too, if you watch something on your own, you kind of just like sit with it.
Yeah.
But when we're together, you have someone to talk to.
And then we like kind of build off of each other,
Yeah.
and it grows into something bigger than something. If I was like alone, then I would just be like, whatever.
You just sit with it. You wouldn't feel the need to like text me about it.
Yeah. Also, that's another thing.
Hang out less. Got it.
No, but like if I see something dumb on social media or somebody that bothers me, like I don't know, Tila Dunn, instead of just like texting Angie a full-on rant on how much I hate Tila Dunn, maybe I'll just think about it to myself and let that simmer and fade. I don't have to always say I hate Tila Dunn.
You don't have to send me 5 voice memos in a row on as to why you hate Tila Dunn.
Anybody else hate Tila Dunn out there?
I don't hate Tila Dunn. I just disagree with a lot of her actions.
Hate is such a strong word, so I take that back, I guess.
She's like, oh, cool.
She's just not my cup of tea.
This is another thing, because I've been thinking about this a lot.
She's just always on my For You page.
Oh,
sorry.
Like a little lesson that I feel like I've really cemented into my brain, and I try to spread this knowledge to other people. Yeah. You don't have to be friends with everybody. I think it's a very high school mindset that I've seen carry on to college with some of my peers. They think that, and I used to think this, that you need to befriend everybody. Everyone needs to
like you.
Like, not everyone has to like you, and you don't have to have a reason to not like someone.
That's something I'm dealing with. And I think it's an ego thing, because when people don't like me, my reaction isn't like, "Aw, why don't you like me?" It's more like, "How can you not like me?"
Oh.
Which is bad. It's bad, and I'm working on it.
I go back and forth between it because I don't know. It's just another thing with like following. If someone unfollows you, you get offended. You're like, why did they unfollow me? But I unfollow a lot of people that I still talk to. I just don't
like their content.
Yeah, I just don't feel the need to see your stuff. And that's another thing. There was this guy who was like an old friend, and he kind of came back into my life. And he's like, oh, add me on Snapchat. I was like, I don't want to have you on Snapchat. I was like, I'm not going to Snapchat you. Like, what's the point? And then I added him just because. And then his stories, I didn't like them. They were not interesting to me. I didn't like a lot of promotional stuff. So then I unadded him. And then he got like kind of offended. I was like, I don't need to have you on Snapchat to talk to you. You have my number. Text me whenever you want.
Yeah.
I don't need you to see your stories to confirm that we are friends.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a little lesson.
Another thing that I think more people should take advantage of is the mute option on Instagram, muting people's stories and muting people's posts to avoid like that confrontation of unfollowing someone.
Yeah, if you're not ready to unfollow. Because it's a big step, because it creates like
Which
problems.
is crazy in our society, how unfollowing someone is such a big deal. But if you don't want to do that and make that commitment, I guess, muting people's stories or posts is a good alternative for when you're ready to either make the step or whatever.
Or just taking a break entirely.
Yeah, you know what I did recently? I muted almost every person I know personally on Instagram. So now I just have like celebrities or like fashion inspiration on my Instagram. It's no longer like my friends.
Yeah.
You know? And that's been different because it changes how you look at Instagram.
That's true.
You know?
I like Instagram. I do like to see like pictures of people I like being happy, but I feel like I only see advertisements and like makeup stuff and like brands, which I'm like, is no one posting? I think a lot of people I follow don't really post often. Yeah. I don't post often, like at all.
You know why? Because I feel like it's so hard to post on Instagram now because people take it so seriously. So it's like when you do want to post, you have to think like, is this worthy of a post?
No,
like
that's my I even thought of this.
Is this good enough?
My Instagram stories are very filtered and they all look very, what's the word?
Manicured,
and they all have like a structure and a aesthetic kind of.
Yeah.
They're all very clean, but then my Snapchat is a little more messy.
My Snapchat, my stories are just whatever I want. Because that's like where no filter, that's just me. Like if I want to post whatever. Instagram, I'm more, because I have like professionals following me on Instagram too.
No, same. And
so I can't just post
I have a lot
whatever.
more strangers on Instagram, and I don't want to put my life out there so much.
Like my personal,
Not that because I'm ashamed of it, I don't want everyone to know what kind of person I am.
I forget sometimes that like professionals are following me on Instagram and I'll find a shirtless photo of Miley Cyrus I think is crazy and cool, and then I repost it and then I see them see it and I'm like, I hope you don't think I'm unprofessional now. I forget about that sometimes. So I try to save that for Snapchat or my opinions on Snapchat. But people on Snapchat, I don't have a lot of people. I deleted a lot, so it's only like my friends and people I actually like. Instagram, it's just a free-for-all, I guess. And then plus, I wouldn't have an Instagram if it wasn't for the podcast.
I wouldn't have an Instagram if it wasn't for the podcast, and also
for celebrities.
Branding myself, and marketing who I am.
Branding celebrities, because I realized that I wouldn't know when my favorite artists are coming out with music unless... Like, if I just didn't have an Instagram, how would I know? You know? So, like, that's a thing. branding, and then the podcast. I don't take Instagram as serious as some people do.
I used to be very obsessed with like feeds and stuff like that. Like I'd plan my posts like months, and I'd move everything all perfect. For a while I was kind of like really obsessed with that, and then I just realized no one is going on my Instagram. No one cares.
Yeah, I just think I've kind of got out of the mindset of thinking like I hope people like this. It's more like if I like it, then I'll just post it.
That's another lesson for 2021. Being more free range and doing things for you. Not being a selfish Sally.
Oh, talk about clothes. How you're like, I'm dressing for myself.
Oh, let me tell you.
Because you know what? I was thinking about that a couple days ago. I was like, is this outfit ugly? And then I was like, no. And then I thought about what you said, and it helped me.
So I've been working on this for like a bit now, but it's gotten a lot more apparent to me how important it is for myself.
Yeah.
Especially now, 2021, big year. No, when I started college, I started dressing more me. Because in high school, you wear something that was, quote, different. It wasn't even very different.
Not trendy.
Not even trendy, just stuff that I've always wanted to wear.
Yeah.
You know, and then people would make fun of me or be like, just little comments. And like the whole day, though. Like different people. And I'm like, well, I'd rather not wear this and not have this unwanted attention than to wear what I want. But then I got to college, and then everyone's kind of just chill. And I'm surrounded by theater people who all dressed weird. So I didn't stick out so much. So then I just started wearing whatever I wanted to wear, and now I just wear whatever I want.
Yeah, it's not that deep.
It's
caring
really not.
Of people's opinions. It's not that deep.
Yeah, it's kind of in a way it's a bit selfish to always think that everyone's eyes are on you and everyone's so focused on what you're doing, when really everyone's just so worried about how they're perceived. They don't give a shit about what you're doing.
I forgot what that's a term in psychology. I forgot what that's called.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
But yeah, just fearing that people are always looking at you and like how social media perceives you. Like that's garbage. Goodbye, little fear.
Goodbye, little baby bitch fear.
Bye.
See you never. Maybe 2022, but not this year.
But you know what fear is not going away?
What?
My fear of
creepy crawlies?
Creepy crawly, eight-legged creature spiders.
Yeah. Are you scared of like all spiders or just like those, you know, those little
No, let me explain. The little baby bitch spiders, the little red ones. The ones you can like literally squish just by like tapping on them.
You squish them with your hands?
No, I get like a tissue or something. But the little ones,
I squeeze them with my hands and then I lick it off.
Ew. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Those little ones. Those little ones I can just kill. Yeah. I don't care. You know the ones that are like in your house where it's like they look kind of yellow but transparent?
Yes.
Those I used to be so scared of, but I've grown accustomed to killing them. So now I get a little fright when I see them, but I just need to take a deep breath and I can kill them. But every other spiders are just gross. The thing is, when I try to measure and gauge my fear of spiders, if I was on Fear Factor and they were like, Viviana, you need to go into a tank of spiders, I could do it. I know I could. I would just have to think about something else. I can easily like think about something else and just ignore the fact
And they're crawling on you?
Yeah, I could do it. I know I
couldn't do that.
And like on America's Next Top Model, do you remember when they had the spider on their face? I could do that too. I know I could. But it's when...
I feel like I could do that more instead of a tank.
Yeah, I just think I would have to think about something else. I know that I can deal with spiders if I needed to, but when they're unwanted in my presence and they just come out of nowhere, that's when I'm like, what the fuck? Mm-hmm. You know, I hate them so much.
You know what my comparison to your fear of spiders is? Well, you already know.
Scorpions.
And you take advantage of this.
I do not. You act like I have scorpions all the time and I just give them to you.
No, okay. The thing about scorpions is, when I was younger, I used to love bugs, right? I thought they were so cool, you know, like I had a bunch of bug toys, you know, I just loved them. And then one day, I don't know what happened. Maybe I saw something on TV that scared me, but I had this scorpion toy and I just became afraid of it. And I couldn't touch it. It just freaked me out. Like it did something. It triggered this panic inside my little 4-year-old heart. So this is going to sound so bad. I'm okay. Trust me, I'm fine.
No, when you told me this story, I was laughing so hard.
No, I know you were. So my uncle, I guess he thought I was being like dramatic and he didn't want me to be that way. To just be afraid of this a toy. It was a toy. I was also like 4. So what he did was he taped the toy scorpion to my wrist with clear duct tape, like taped that bitch on, and it was like super tight. And he left me like that until I got over the fear. And I was screaming bloody murder for like a long time.
That's like exposure therapy, right?
Yeah, but on times 10 for a little 4-year-old. And then I don't remember how it ended. And my fear of scorpions, I think maybe I got over it until recently.
Because Animal Crossing, you're still scared of them.
No,
in
until
Animal
recently.
Oh.
Because when do you ever see it? There's no scorpions in Chirac, Tri-City. That's such a baby bitch threat. You know, we have guns and fucking knives. There's no scorpions. And we're not in like the desert area. They live in deserts.
There's no scorpions out here.
Yeah. So when do I ever see a scorpion?
Yeah.
Never.
Mm-hmm.
So
they have them at zoos, right?
Yeah. Ugh.
Ooh.
Dude, fuck the zoo.
We should fuck the zoo because, you know,
it's
not
messed
ethical.
up. Oh, I remember what kind of re-triggered it. I was watching this show called Infested or something, and they have like their show about like bugs and like weird creatures in people's houses, and they have to deal with it.
Oh,
and
like
one
exterminators?
One of them was like scorpions. They had a scorpion infestation, and they would just come out of the vent, and it was
Shut
gonna
the fuck
bite
up.
this little girl. No, and then the dad killed it with a shoe. Imagine a scorpion crawling in your house.
No,
It's
how
not like
does
a
it get
spider.
that bad? How does it get that bad?
They lived in like a desert area.
Oh, ew. Like Arizona.
Probably.
Ew.
Arizona's beautiful.
No, I meant like
they have a
the
lot of weird
scorpions.
stuff over there.
Like animals, I know.
Yeah, one time I went to Arizona once with a family, and we lifted a rock, and there was just like just a bunch of scary ass bugs.
See, I don't like that.
Okay, anyways, so that re-triggered my fear of scorpions. I was like, gross. But then again, there's no scorpions in Chicago. I forgot.
Yeah.
Until I got the new Animal Crossing game.
New Horizons.
And at night, in like the springtime, summer, they have scorpions, and they bite your character, and then they knock you out.
Yeah, but they're also worth so much when you
But
catch
they
them.
just come out of nowhere, and it's like a little black, fast-moving creature, and then it just bites you, and the thing shakes, like the controller shakes.
It vibrates, yeah.
Yeah, so when that first happened, like it made my heart drop. It just like reminded me of this fear I have of scorpions.
Yeah.
And then I texted Viviana, I was like, my heart just dropped. I just got like murked by a scorpion for no reason.
Do you remember I caught a bunch of scorpions at one time, and I told you to come to my island, and I assembled a tower of scorpions right by the entrance, and I made you come out and see them.
And then you said, oh, I have a gift for you. And then you released it onto my island. And I literally screamed. Like, it sounds so stupid. Like, Angie, it's a game. Relax. But something about scorpions just, it makes my body, like, shake. And I feel, I'm afraid. Like, I'm stuttering, like, just thinking about it. Dude, they're so, you know why they're so scary? Because they have that tail that stabs you, goes at you. And they have these pincer claws. It's like, pinch you, stab. Where can I go? You held me down and you stabbed the shit out of me. And they're poisonous. They could kill you.
Oh, I forget they're poisonous, too.
Yeah. They could wreck you.
Good thing we're in Chicago.
Good thing there's no scorpions here.
Yeah. Can't catch us in Arizona.
Yeah, never. Dude, Mexico.
All those, like,
just
hot,
run in
deserty
wild.
places, I can't deal with that.
Yeah.
I just don't like the heat.
I love the heat. And I'd prefer to be hot than cold. But just living in an area like that, their bugs are mutated and scary.
You know why I hate being hot and I would rather be cold? Because you can always put on more layers.
That's what everyone says.
You didn't let me finish. Okay. You can always put more layers on and not take enough off.
I know, but even then, it might be an anemia thing. I'm always cold, no matter what. Even sometimes when it's really hot, I'm still cold.
I'm also afraid of... Well, do you have, like, a serious fear?
It's not serious enough for you?
No, like... Okay, because spiders, scorpions. But, like, do you have, like, an actual, like, fear?
Like a mindset fear instead of, like, a object
Yeah.
fear? I'm really, really afraid of losing someone that I love. I've never had to deal... Like, thankfully, I've never had to deal with death. Like, ever. On, like, a first-hand basis.
Knock on wood.
Knock on wood. That's a big fear of mine. I don't know how. I don't think I would handle it well at all. I think I would shut down for a really long time.
Do you have one besides death?
I think one that I don't think about as much is not being me anymore. I feel like my whole life I've been kind of like unapologetically Angie. Just like sometimes erratic and just pretty straightforward and just me. Like, I don't know, just
like
me.
If you were to change.
If I change too much.
Like
to
if
the point
LA
where,
changed you.
Yeah, that's a big thing. Not just like how I look, like looks. No one ever let me go under the knife, ever. No matter how much I beg, don't let me.
Okay.
Like, do not let me.
Dude, I promise I won't.
I promise I won't let you.
Okay, we just
pinky promise. It's sealed.
Okay. Signed, sealed, delivered.
Just change myself. Like, I don't want to ever put on a persona. And I don't want to be, you know when, like, they kind of tell you to act a certain way? on media, like have a media persona.
Oh.
I don't want to ever give into that and pretend to be someone I'm not just for like a contract or anything. I would never want to do that.
No, that's fair.
How about you?
I agree with yours, but I wouldn't say that's like a fear of mine. I just don't want that to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I think a fear of mine, besides obviously losing someone I love, is like losing my memory. I would hate to lose my memory. That terrifies me. I just hate it because I love my memories. And I think my favorite part about myself, besides all the other things I love about myself, is like the memories that I have. I have very distinct, specific memories of things when I was young all the way up till now. And I would hate to like forget that or forget any memory I had with like somebody. I would hate that so much.
Yeah.
Because the movies that get me are the ones where it's like someone lost their memory, like The Notebook.
Yeah.
And he reads to her all of the like experiences. Like that would kill me if I woke up one day and I couldn't remember who you were, or like I couldn't remember who my mom was. Like that would freak me out. That's like my worst fear.
Yeah, that one's sad.
It is really sad. Plus, well, no, actually, that's like a double-edged sword because. Wait, is it even that bad anymore? Because imagine if I lose my memory, but I get to experience everything I love again. Like, I can rewatch movies.
But those are, like, small things. You can always find a new movie to love. You can't relive a love with the person.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'm scared to lose my memories, but I would love to be able to, like, dude, imagine rewatching Harry Potter for the first time.
That'd be pretty cool.
How about this one? Rewatching Breaking Dawn and that plot twist at the end. And forgetting that existed and, like, feeling that all over again. I would kill for that.
Dude, fuck that movie because...
What?
No, like, I, like, fuck that movie in a good way.
Oh.
Because this is such a sidetrack. So, the Twilight movies, you know, I watched them when I was little. Mm-hmm. But for some reason, I had never seen the last movie, Breaking Dawn Part 2. I had never seen it. Just something kept happening every time I was going to watch it. Because my family saw it in theaters, and I just didn't go. Mm-hmm. They just left me at home, I guess. No, I didn't want to go. For some reason, I was being a little brat. And I finally watched it, like 3 months ago, maybe?
Recently, yeah.
Not that long ago. And that movie messed me up. Mm-hmm. It was like all these blows to my heart.
Right.
Well, I'm not going to spoil it in case someone hasn't seen it. It's True. Just a big thing.
Yeah. I'd like to listen to a really good song again. Mm-hmm. You know, I would kill for that. But I would say, yeah, losing my memory is my biggest fear. That isn't like a spider or whatever, you know? Mm-hmm. I know something you're afraid of. Ooh, heights.
Oh my God, stop.
I'm so scared of heights.
For someone who's really, I feel like my fear of heights comes and goes. Because I go on roller coasters, you know?
What's your favorite roller coaster?
I don't know.
Oh.
I have no idea.
Well, mine's the Raging Bull, so.
I've never been on the Raging Bull.
Shut up.
That's like, I've never been on that one. The Velocity one.
The one that goes zzz and zzz.
You know what for someone who's scared of heights and like kind of goes crazy on roller coasters, you know what my first Six Flags roller coaster was?
The Eagle?
No, X-Flight. It's upside down and spins.
Oh, but that one's like a calm one.
But for your first Six Flag roller coaster, I feel like it's a big boy.
You know, mine was the Eagle. That's a big boy.
I went on that one for the senior year trip to Six Flags.
How the heck is it made out of wood and it's not? It's still so sturdy.
Yeah, with like all the rain and...
Yeah. That's a little concerning.
When we were going up, it smelled like smoke. I was like, get the fuck out. The first time I go on, it catches on fire.
I remember I went on the Superman, and you know how you're laying on your stomach?
I went on that one.
So I went with my friend when we were like 14 or something, and the harness wouldn't click on me. And I was sitting, and they were like, I don't know, it's not going down. And like every time they would try and push it down, it would like fly all the way back up. And I was like, oh, should I like wait, you know, till the next round? And they're like, nah, it's all right. You know, they're so fucking nonchalant. And I was looking at my friend, and I was like, dude, like I'm about to fucking die. Because every time they would press it, they would wait a couple seconds, and it would stay, and then go zoop, back up. And I'm like, no, I don't think I should sit here. They're like, it's fine, it'll lock. So I was like, fuck it. I'm not a little bitch. So I just stayed in the seat, and like it went up a couple of times, and then on the last one before it flew off, it stayed. So I'm obviously
nice.
I'm alive. But I love roller coasters. I love feeling like I'm gonna die, but knowing I'm not going to.
I hate that feeling. I hate it.
I really, really love it. And I was like, I told my friend, I was like, well, if I was going to die, I would rather die on a roller coaster than, you know, in a car crash or something.
But just imagine you're having a fun day with your friends.
And I die.
Yeah.
That would be like very traumatizing, but like that's a cool way to go out, I think.
Someone else I know said something like that. I'm like, you're crazy.
No, but I love roller coasters. So wait, why do you like roller coasters but then you're not?
I don't like roller coasters. You see, I don't go to Six Flags because I want to go. Usually I'll go with people, and then I want to go on the roller coasters. Sometimes it's fun. Like when you get off and you live.
Fright Fest is the best.
Fright Fest, I went when I was like 12. That was the last time I ever went.
I get so scared, but I love it.
Being there now, I probably would still get scared.
I'd probably cry a little bit.
It's just, it's not real.
But they're so good at it.
They're so creepy.
Under the it's not like a real viaduct, but like the viaduct sections where you're walking and it's kind of like you're underneath a bridge or something.
Mm-hmm. The sections.
Yeah. They come from the side and they get on those little skateboards that you had in like gym class, those little square ones, and they fucking try to grab you and they're like on the ground. That is so cool, but so scary. And I really miss that feeling.
You know what freaks me out?
What?
Probably the most. I didn't think I had like a fear of clowns until I went there. And it's the clowns that are really tall with the big heads. Those freak me out. Ones that look like humans, which I don't care. You don't scare me.
Yeah.
But the big head, tall ones that look down at you and it's just so absurd and like a fever dream,
they're
just
really
scare
creepy.
Me.
Yeah, those are really, really creepy. I don't like the chainsaws really scare me. Mm-hmm. Just purely the sound. Yeah. If I hear it, I get chills like up my spine fucking instantly. And I'm like, I need to get out of here. But then part of me is like, go closer to the sound. It's like you're kind of gambling with death. Jeez. It's nice. I like it.
You like adrenaline rushes?
Yes. Yes. Oh my God. We were just talking about this. That's why I would go bungee jumping. That's why I would go skydiving. I love the feeling of, I would love
Would you go cliff jumping?
Yeah. You know what I really, really want to do? I want to go in those cages underwater with the sharks.
No way.
What?
Dude,
too scared?
I feel like those are too dangerous.
Another thing, if I were to go out that way, I think that would be cool.
That'd be cool, but I'll be like...
And I love the ocean, and I love all the animals underneath it. I love them so much. Even the ugly ones, I think they're so cool. And I would love to be in one of those little cages. I've seen all the movies where they get stuck in the cage and they almost die and get eaten by the shark. I'm not scared. That doesn't freaking deter me. I really want to do it still.
Would you rather be like deep, deep, deep into the ocean where it's like pitch black and there's all those weird creatures and there's like that water pressure, or be in space?
Oh.
I know my answer.
That's hard. I can't choose.
I'd rather be in space. Just space is...
Oh, no.
What?
I'd rather be underwater because I hear when you go in space, you can't see anything. It's not like you're in space and you see all the galaxies.
Like, what the hell?
I heard it's just dark.
Boo. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'd rather stay home. No, because I don't care about the ocean enough, like, to be that deep. Mm-hmm. It's just dark and all that water pressure. The thought of the water pressure freaks me out. I don't think I think I would... like lose my shit. Yeah, but being in space has always fascinated me. I've always been so intrigued. Just the idea, like, it goes on forever, and the thought that the Earth, like, there's never been a time where the space didn't exist, because time's not real. Mm-hmm. That has always fascinated me, and like the galaxies, and there's just different worlds. It's just so interesting to me, and I'd wish I could see that, but I can't, because it's not like those images are not real.
You think we landed on the moon?
I think we have been on the moon. The moon landing, it potentially could have been fake.
Yeah. I don't think we landed on the moon.
Ever? I think we've landed on the moon now.
No way. You know what? This might make me sound dumb. I don't care. But the moon is so fucking far away.
But that's why they're gone for like years. Those space trips are years.
Humans are traveling for years to the moon.
Dude, look it up. Yeah.
I heard that the moon landing was like a little trip.
Then it's probably fake.
I feel like there's no way for a human... Because, what's that dude that landed on the moon? Neil Armstrong?
Yeah.
Is that the right guy?
I think so.
If it's not the right guy. Isn't that a jazz singer?
No, it's Buzz Aldrin. Right?
What?
I don't know shit. I don't know anything.
Anyway, the first guy that landed on the moon, allegedly, right? He put the fucking American flag on the moon. And you're telling me that a little baby bitch American flag is still waving in the fucking...
It's not waving. There's no air.
It has to... Well, it's not waving, but, like, it has to have, like, disintegrated or something. You think it's just freestanding like normal? It's just holding up? It has to, like, there's no way. My brain can't comprehend a little flag on the moon because some human put it on there one day and we just landed on the moon. That makes no sense. The moon is so far away.
I think it's real.
If we can't go, you know what? There's just some things that humans aren't meant to discover. You know, humans try to figure out everything. They try to figure out how life started, how life is going to end. We try to figure out our own brains and space and underwater. We haven't even discovered, like, any of the ocean. If you think about it, the ocean there's more ocean than land. We haven't discovered shit, and there's so many different species, and there's so many species in, like, forests and stuff that we haven't discovered.
You know what it is? Humans have a very conquering mindset. They just want to just claim everything, and it's like, well,
and that's why we always live in there's always shitty things going on, because why can't we just live in harmony?
And another thing, they're so focused on, you know, conquering Mars and having people live there. It's like, why don't you take care of your home now?
Yeah, let's focus on the Earth.
We wouldn't have to live on Mars if you just take care of the planet, a bit.
And I hate that. So my brain can't. I honestly don't think, like, we don't even know anything about space. Because didn't you send me something about how all the images in space are fake?
Yeah.
It's like we don't even know. Like, we don't know what it really looks like. Yeah. And then the ocean, we don't know any of that. Why can't we just live in sweet, sweet oblivion? That's what's up.
I watched this documentary. I think it was on Netflix. Oh my God, I forgot what it was called. But they just, like, even NASA confirmed, like, spaceships and, like, aliens and all this stuff. Mm-hmm. And the documentary was crazy. And I actually believe it.
I'd love to meet an alien.
Oh, okay.
You wouldn't want to? You'd be scared?
Not scared. It's just, if I did see an alien, that means it would have been, like, captured and, like, humans are, like, experimenting on it, which I think is so sick.
I think mermaids are real. How about you?
I think probably, but they don't look like what we think mermaids look like.
Oh, they look fucking ugly.
Probably, yeah.
They look disgusting. I saw this one. I'll show it after we record, but I saw this clip where there was, like, a mermaid sighting, and it looked pretty real.
Like a real, like, the pretty mermaids?
No, like, it looked, like, weird. I'll show you.
I watched this thing of, like, it was kind of like a Mythbusters type of thing, mm-hmm. and they were seeing if this mermaid sighting was real, and then they explained how mermaids would have, like, thicker skin and no hair, because what would be the point?
Yeah, exactly.
And they would look more like, kind of like whales, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. They look really ugly. It's just all the cartoons and, like, the movies make them look so pretty, and, like,
just like humans with tails.
The sirens are so seductive, but honestly, to live underwater, you'd have to be fucking ugly.
No, their skin would be wrinkly.
It'd be gross, yeah, like all raisiny, like old lady-like.
If they had, like, human skin.
Mm-hmm. That's even with the assumption that they have human features.
Yeah.
You know, like a human face, and, you know, also how would they reproduce?
Every mermaid listening to this, they're like, "Well, fuck you. That's rude."
They're like, "Actually, my skin is baby soft.
I'm actually, like, prettier than you."
But so. Okay.
Try again.
All right. But honestly, even if I saw a butt-ass ugly mermaid, I wouldn't be scared of it. I would welcome it.
Mm-hmm. What are you guys scared of? What's something that crawls up your little spine and makes you scared?
Ooh.
Comment down below. And if you don't, then okay.
All right, whatever.
Well, I'll just pretend you did, and then I'll answer.
All right, guys. I hope that you guys have a lot of plans for 2021.
And stick to your resolutions.
Try your hardest to stick to them.
Because it's so easy to give up. Giving up is so easy.
Yeah, it takes a bad bitch to actually do it. But yeah, 2021, we're grabbing it by the balls. This year, no hesitation, making it our bitch.
Full force, 100%.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
Hallelujah.